Okay, I'm going to be real with you. You probably already know what an iceberg chart is. You probably have heard of an iceberg before. So instead I'll take this time to explain this health chart graphic. It's basically how confident I am when talking to girls. There's this indie film called Titanic, in which there's this ship that everyone says can't sink. But then an iceberg comes along and boom, the ship sinks. I put iceberg in between layers because before doing intense research for this video, I wasn't really sure what they were. Plus, if kids are watching this in the future, they might not know what these things are because, everything will have melted by then. So basically, icebergs are big chunks of ice that float around in the ocean and sink ships. They also make good homes for penguins. Mish Cause is a YouTuber who's primarily known for making iceberg chart videos about various video games. He's the guy that made the original Mario 64 Iceberg Explained video that blew up and turned into this weird trend. Apparently they turned the Titanic movie into a real thing which happened, which is kind of dumb. It was also run by some company called White Star Line, which sounds pretty racist if you ask me. Sigmund Freud was an Austrian neurologist who some people like to call the OG psychology guy. He proposed an iceberg chart as a way of explaining the conscious, preconscious, and unconscious mind. He also came up with the concept of males wanting to make love to their mothers and kill their dads, and females all wanting dicks. I'm not lying about this, Google it. On May 23rd, 2020, Toko Fukawa from Danganronpa 1 posted the famous Mario 64 iceberg chart on Twitter. This would lead to tons more video game iceberg charts being made. Iceberg B-15 is a really big iceberg. Ernest Hemingway was an American author best known for his novel, The Old Man and the Sea. In 1923, Hemingway had just finished his short story, Out of Season, and had purposely excluded the ending of the story, as to try and strengthen it. The technique being used to imply an ending, or require more analysis to reveal one. This would be dubbed Iceberg Theory, in which the revealing details of a story are made present, and the real chunk of it is hidden in the details or below the surface. 4chan is a website of sweaty nerds and racists that was the starting point for the spread of the media iceberg charts. The original one is an iceberg chart detailing the dark web that was posted on June 12, 2012. The Runaway Iceberg is a short story created by Twinkle Educational Publishing. The book stars a pair of penguins who can't swim somehow. Fucking morons. r/iceberg charts is a subreddit dedicated to making these types of iceberg charts. But to talk about that, I'll have to explain what an iceberg chart is. Iceberg charts are